Save money on takeout and make this chicken ho fun at home. It's great for a weeknight meal and you're gonna be so proud of yourself. This might also be known as chow fun. I feel like sometimes dishes have multiple names. Sometimes the name varies from east to west coast, or sometimes it's flat out mistranslated. Anyways, here I am kind of julienning some vegetables. You want to do strips when you're making something with noodles, as it's easier to eat things that are all the same shape. This is also a great way to clean out your fridge too. For veggies, I did carrots, zucchini, gailan, scallions, and bean sprouts. This is also one of my favorite dishes to sneak a bunch of extra vegetables into, because health, fiber, and all that. And I'm making sure to wash those greens really good. And I'm separating out the white parts and the green parts on the scallions. I think I learned this from Made with Lau. You want to cook that white part earlier and cut it down, and save the green parts to throw in at the end. Now, I got fresh noodles, and I finally learned some tricks to make these easier to work with. Buy them day of if you can. When you're shopping, pick the freshest stuff, and you can microwave them a little bit if you need to help peel them apart. Now, this recipe itself is mostly based off of Chris Joe's recipe, but some of the sauce I'm doing here is soy sauce, oyster sauce, sesame oil, sugar, MSG, and Shaoxing cooking wine. And his recipe is beef, but I wanted chicken, and I'm treating it exactly the same. You can freeze the chicken for like 20 minutes to make it easier to slice, and I'm cutting, I guess, what would be across the grain. Now we're gonna velvet that meat. So I'm adding some stuff just for the marinade for flavor, light and dark soy, white pepper, but then we're gonna add baking soda and cornstarch. This is a technique used to tenderize tough meat, and I think is necessary if you're going for that takeout flavor. So here I'm just cooking the chicken on both sides, making sure that it's cooked all the way through, but just barely. It gets a really nice color on it from that marinade, and you can use a wok if you have one. I'm just really bad with mine and everything sticks. Remove your chicken from the pan and then add your vegetables kind of in order of what's going to take the longest to cook. Once all that's cooked through, you can add your fresh noodles, and you can add a little light soy sauce to help you break it up a bit. Then you can add back in your chicken and your pre-measured sauce from before. Then just cook and mix up till everything is nice and combined. Taste and see if you want to adjust your seasonings, and if you can get some color on those noodles, it'll make it 10 times better. If you got bean sprouts or green onion tops, now's the time to throw it in. These are great for a weeknight. Comment below some other good dishes for a 30-minute weeknight meal.